Dry fly fisherman. Turnbull's nursing brings Henny back to fighting fitness. But time is running out as June 15 draws near. Favorite. Dry fly fisherman. When my skin was cool again, I found that the bout had more or less cured my shoulder. But it was a baddish go. And though I was out of bed in 5 days, it took me some time to get my legs again. Turnbull went out each morning, leaving me milk for the day and locking the door behind him. He came in the evening to sit silent in the chimney corner. But a soul came near the place, and he never bothered me with a question. He never even sought my name. Okay, nothing that side. Here. Letter in reply to birthday congratulations, Buckingham Palace. I have received many thousand letters from children who have sent me good wishes for my birthday. The greetings have given me great pleasure, and I thank them from my heart. I trust that as their own birthdays come around, they may be blessed with as much happiness as they wished for me today. George R.I., June 3rd, 1914. No further trace of an aviator. A report circulated yesterday that Mr. Gustav Hemel, the missing airman, had been rescued at sea and landed at South Shields as unfortunately not correct. One day he produced my belt from a lock-fast drawer.
Here's your belt. There's a terrible heap of silver in it. You better count it to see it's a there.
Thank you, but I'm sure there's no need. By the way, could you tell me, has anyone been inquiring after me?
Aye, there was a man in a motor car. He speared what I'd taken my place that day, and I let on I thought him daft. But he keep it on at me, and saying I said he might be thinking of my good brother for the cliff that whiles lean me a horn. He was a worse looking soul, and I couldn't understand the half of his English tongue.
Yeah, we could barely understand 99% of what you said. Jesus. I was getting restless those last days, and as soon as I felt myself fit, I decided to be off. As luck would have it, a drover went past that morning taking some cattle to Moffat. He was a man named Hislop, a friend of Turnbull's, and he came into his breakfast with us and offered to take me with him. I made Turnbull accept £5 for my lodging and the hard job I had of it. There never was a more independent being. When I told Turnbull how much I owed him, he grunted something about one good turn deserving another. He would have thought from our leave-taking that we had parted in disgust. Full recovery, yay! That's some nice view. Yeah. Driving cattle is a mortally slow job, and we took the better part of the day to cover 12 miles. cheery soul, the drover. Hislop was a cheery soul who chatted all the way over the pass and down the sunny vale of Annan. I talked of Galloway markets and cheap prices, and Hislop made up his mind I was a pack shepherd from those parts, whatever that may be. Journey. I had no mind for the summer, little for Hislop's conversation. Whereas the fateful 15th of June drew near, I was overweighted with the hopeless difficulties of my enterprise. If I had not had such an anxious heart, I would have enjoyed that time. Moffat, I got some dinner in a humble public house, then walked the 2 miles to the junction on the main line. The night express for the south was not due till near midnight, however. So to fill up the time, I went down the hillside and fell asleep, for the walk had tired me. Wake up in time then, huh? I all but slept too long and had to run to the station and catch a train with 2 minutes to spare. No alarm clocks in these times, you know. Choo-choo! Back on the train we are again. This time going south instead. About 6 o'clock in the evening, a weary and travel-stained being with a checked black and white plate over his arm descended at the little station of Ottenswell. There were several people on the platform, and I thought I had better wait to ask my way till I was clear of the place. Yeah, I just used my mobile cell phone as an alarm. I don't use watches even. Long time since I used a watch. I came to a bridge and fell to whistling. Fisherman had come up from the waterside. He leaned his delicate 10-foot split cane rod against the bridge and looked with me at the water.
Clear, isn't it? I back our Kennet any day against the test. Look at that big fellow. 4 pounds if it's an ounce. But the evening rise is over and you can't tempt him.
I don't see him.
Look, there. A yard from the reeds, just above that stickle.
Ah, I've got him now. You might swear he was a black stone.
So. Twisden's the name, isn't it?
No? I mean to say, yes.
I'd forgotten all about my alias.
It's a wise conspirator that knows his own name.
I stood up and looked at him, at the square, cleft jaw and broad, lined brow and the firm folds of cheek. I began to think that here at last was an ally worth having. Suddenly he frowned.
I call call it disgraceful. Disgraceful that an able-bodied man like you should dare to beg. You can get a meal from my kitchen, but you'll get no money from me.
Evening, Sir Walter.
That's my house. Wait 5 minutes and then go round to the back door.
And with that, he left me. At the back door, a grey butler was awaiting me.
Come this way, sir.
Coming this way, he led me along a passage and up the back staircase to a pleasant bedroom looking towards the river.
Sir Walter thought as how Mr. Reggie's things would fit you, sir. He keeps some clothes here, for he comes regular on the weekends. There's a bathroom next door, and I've prepared hot bath. Dinner in half an hour, sir. You'll hear the gong.
The grey being withdrew, and I sat down in a chintz-covered easy chair and gaped. It was like a pantomime to come suddenly out of beggardoom into this orderly comfort. Obviously, Sir Walter believed in me, though why he did I could not guess. I resolved not to puzzle my head, but to take the gifts the gods had provided. To play in the bathtub, huh? I shaved and bathed luxuriously and got into the dress clothes and clean Franklin shirt, which fitted me not so badly. By the time I had finished, the looking glass showed a not unpersonably young man.